This is chaotic. And it's the case in the chamber. Lilith Lance is supposed to be in the hospital, ladies and gentlemen. But Bernard Brickley just lost his contract. Fight countdown. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, the wise man. To Vince, the CEO. I mean, hooks on, throws him. Okay, through the cage. Oh, GMK steals it with a roll-up. GMK rolls up the sheep. Oh, my goodness. Whoa, he's Dragon Robotic. The music. Oh, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching at home on YouTube, introducing to you the best sheep in the world arcade, the biggest and baddest rookie Torok. The X's are rolled up, and of course,
our history. Our moment. Our legacy. This is who we are.
hello, ladies and gentlemen of the RPW Universe. Ladies and gentlemen, today is a KR day here on a Monday. Ready and able for Woe Warzone. Ladies and gentlemen, officially entering Beach Bash Week. Ladies and gentlemen, this Saturday, of course, the biggest event of the summer. Ladies and gentlemen, oh boy. This is called the biggest event of the summer for a reason. Oh my goodness. Gracious me. Now, Tuvichima was supposed, according to himself, to send out the full Beach Bash match order, ladies and gentlemen. So, we shall see. Hey, this guy. Okay. I knew someone was going to address it. Okay. I've had my pre-crime. I'm amped up today. There was some complications this weekend. Okay. I took this with me. I went away. I took this with. It was there. It was ready. It's been washed. It's cleaned. Let's move past it, Hells. Let's move past it. You know? Let's move past it. Now, I have seen, and people may realize something about KR. People may realize something about KR. It's a little bit different. It surprised a lot of people on social media. I thought I would address it to kick off the show. Okay. It caught a lot of people. It was trending on social media. Everyone's been talking about it. Everyone's been distracted about it these past couple of shows. I know you're thinking about it right now looking at KR. You're thinking, oh, something looks different. Something standing out. Something looks different. I took a bit of inspiration from Fredo when he returned. Ladies and gentlemen, I know it's on all of your minds. I know. I can't help it. Okay, I can't help it. I took inspiration from Fredo when he came back with a full beard. KR thought, hey, let me join him. I know it's been distracting everyone. The facial hair from KR is blooming, ladies and gentlemen, okay? This is what happens. Listen, me and Fredo, we're beard buddies, okay? People's champ for a reason. We're beard buddies. I thought maybe people wouldn't notice. I tried to keep it low-key. It blew up everywhere. I know you guys have been thinking about it. Stop it. I know. It's been distracting everyone. So, exactly. Full beard. Me and Fredo. Beard buddies. You know, it's... Listen, it was all over social media, so I thought I would address it today. Brett loves it. I thought I would address it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Just so we're not distracted, everyone's been looking down the bottom corner recently, you know? Everyone's been looking back, you know, the bottom corner thing. Whoa, look at that beard from Cannon. Whoa. It was a whole thing. We'll move past it, ladies and gentlemen. Great show today, by the way. We're kicking off with the Queen President of RPW, Portia Van Ouden, wanted to address the RPW universe as a whole. Going into Beach Bash, of course, we know it is going to be Portia Van Ouden defending the Liberty Championship against Haley CAW, ladies and gentlemen. Now, they've been having a lot of matches recently, Mutiny and Dynasty. Okay, have your earplugs. They've been having a lot of meetings recently. I'm interested to see what Portia Van Ouden has to say going into Beach Bash. And speaking of Beach Bash, a lot of previews today. Dragon Romanik vs RK is kicking off today's show. We have a massive tag team match, which I'm very excited for. We have Hicks versus Sam, which I'm quite surprised about. Nightmare versus Magnus Creed, finally making his debut here in RPW. I've heard a lot about this guy, and he's finally making his debut, which I'm excited about. Martin the Mouth versus Kaiju Jaeger, 2 winners from last week, going one-on-one here today. Dawn versus Geist, with Willow Sky as the special guest referee. Now, that's another preview for Beach Bash. Beach Bash is going to be a triple threat. Willow Sky's Women's World Championship on the line, of course, today. It is a non-title one-on-one with Willow Sky as the special guest referee. Maybe a little shot to Vince there. After the main event last week with the special guest referee from Sky Demoy, maybe this is the anonymous general manager's way of saying, hey, this is how we do a special guest referee. We have the Believers versus the Luchadors, ladies and gentlemen. A non-title tables match here today at Beach Bash. I can confirm it's going to be a TLC match. So a little bit of a preview there with tables involved today. And then the main event of World Warzone, we have Fredo and we have Sibs. Ladies and gentlemen, absolutely massive, that is for sure. Welcoming everyone again. Just wanted to get it, you know, beard buddies. I just wanted to get it out there. Ladies and gentlemen, let's kick off proper with the Madam Queen President of RPW. Good show ahead, Hells. I agree, and there she is with the Liberty Championship. Let's not be chewing gum today. That was another thing people wanted to get rid of. Way! The Queen President of RPW, the Liberty Championship, will be defended, ladies and gentlemen, at Beach Bash this Saturday, which I am very, very, very excited for in the arena. Feeling good today, man. Feeling good today. Let's get a bit of air going as well. Oh, yeah, feeling good today. Portia Van Ouden looking good in the purple. Nameplate is almost bigger than her. Oh, because she's going to need new nameplate after Saturday. Is she better than you now? The crowd has been very loud as of late. Crowd's been very, very loud. Her ego is still bigger. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's go down to the ring and see what Portia Van Ouden has to say to the RPW universe, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, it's about the promotional pictures after Mutiny, of course, lost. We're getting a preview. Ladies and gentlemen, we are getting a... Oh, we was just about to get the preview. We was about to get the promotional pictures. But the Queen President has been interrupted by Miss Case in the chamber. There is Haley CAW, ladies and gentlemen, with her briefcase. Portia Van Ouden was just about to show the Mutiny Beach Bash promotional content. Haley CAW, I think, perfectly timing that one. Not wanting it to be shown live in the arena today on the Titantron. And the Queen President not going to be happy with someone interrupting them. I feel like these times, whenever someone wants to come out and talk to the RPW universe, I feel like they are always interrupted. No one is allowed to say what they want to the RPW universe anymore, ladies and gentlemen. As Haley CAW enters the ring, you can see Portia Van Ouden in the background. And Haley CAW is the briefcase holder. Now again, she has the Liberty Championship match at Beach Bash, ladies and gentlemen. And she is also Miss Case in the chamber. So Haley CAW, we could be seeing a double champion if she wins at Beach Bash this Saturday and then decides to cash it in potentially the same night or in the future. We could be seeing a double champion, ladies and gentlemen. Portia Van Ouden re-enters the ring with the Liberty Championship around her waist. And Haley CAW says, well, with all the previews today, let's get one more on the docket. There's a match spot available. Haley wants Portia tonight, ladies and gentlemen. And Portia went out and accepts. Portia says today, phenomenal match of the show, we get a non-title preview. Portia Van Houten versus Haley CAW, ladies and gentlemen. Penultimate match of the show before Fredo versus Sibs. So that is 4 previews. Dawn and Geist, Believers, Luchas, Haley, Portia, and then Fredo and Sibs all back to back to back to back to back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, how very exciting indeed. Portia versus Haley in a Beach Bash preview. Non-title match, of course. Here on World Warzone, though. Fair play to the Queen President for putting on the line. Well, not putting it on the line, but having a preview match release. Haley CAW says she wants a match today. And Portia Van Houten says you will get it. There is Torok recently rejoining the RPW universe. Love to see you, my friend. Wish I would see you on the show today, the AGM. Maybe not fully convinced after your mountainous hike, but hopefully we see more from you in the coming weeks, ladies and gentlemen. We kick things off, though, with a preview as well. Here on World Warzone, we have the United States Champion in action against RK here in Indianapolis. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in Axiom Vexor as well. One half of the RPW Tag Team Championship. Shock Shield actually accept. This will be fun. How many matches have the two had previously? Hard to count now. I'm excited to see Haley vs Portia whenever it is happening, ladies and gentlemen. There is my twin brother RK, the best in the world. And of course, the Origin General Manager. Well, there we go. Well, God, that nameplate was fierce, wasn't it? Are we back? Are we okay? RK's nameplate is the strongest thing I've ever seen in my life. Almost froze everything. Are we okay? Are we okay? Oh, God. Goodness gracious me. What was that nameplate made of? Might need a refresh. Might need a refresh. Are we okay? I never know anymore. Golly, gosharoonies. Are we okay? Are we alive? I need someone to tell me. As Romanic makes his way down. How are we looking? Are we okay? Well, as Romanic makes his way in, I think everything, bro. I can't tell. I can't tell what's happening. It is a slideshow. Let's make sure we're okay. Oh, that nameplate really fucked everything, didn't it? Can hear you perfectly fine. Interesting. Well, the nameplate popped up. The nameplate popped up. Okay, encoding overload. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. Slideshow. Right. Oh. Well, that nameplate. Should I turn it on again? I don't know. Ah. I don't know if I close it and reopen it. Will it continue? Will it carry it? I don't know. We are not okay. Is it still okay? I'm going to try close it and reopen it. And let's see what that does. Did it? There we go. Like nothing ever happened. I think it let me reconnect as well. Oh, it did! What a great feature, eh? What a great feature. Are we back? It's okay. So that was interesting, ladies and gentlemen. That was interesting. Okay. Oh boy. So RK's nameplate popped up and everything went to shit. Okay. Are we good? Are we good? Are we okay? We do have fun, ladies and gentlemen. We do have fun. Try the nameplate again. Hey, listen, maybe in future, right? We didn't even, yeah, no, as soon as that clicked on, I was like, oh, let's get the nameplate going. Why not? Nope. We'll move on, ladies and gentlemen, here in Indianapolis. Great feature to continue. Of course, Fredo is Mr. Case in the Chamber, ladies and gentlemen. Could potentially cash in if he would want to. So we have RK and Dragon Romanic. 1-on-1 for this one. I'm just glad they have that auto reconnect feature, because we never used to have that back in the day. And it used to be a whole ordeal making a whole new stream and stuff. So I'm glad that we have that. RK Dragon, who's your money on, ladies and gentlemen, for this one? Of course, they have a rematch this Saturday at Beach Bash. Now, I'll take you back ways away ago to a couple of years ago. Regents Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. These two faced off. And RK, as a World Heavyweight Champion back then, RK beat Dragon Romanic 1-on-1. Then they had the match again at Regents Mania when Dragon Romanic won the Regents Rumble. In the main event of Regents Mania, Dragon Romanic beat RK to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Of course, he did get cashed in on after that by Daniel Black. I was actually looking at the turn of the tape before this match, and Dragon Romanic leads 2-1. Right now, ladies and gentlemen, Romanic won their first ever 1-on-1 via countout back on Rise many moons ago. Then, of course, he won at Regents Mania. RK only has the Regents Rumble win. So RK with the win today can match it 2-2. And then Beach Bash could be the decider, ladies and gentlemen. The match at Regents Mania 3 was very good. Again, RK's had some bangers recently. The wins haven't been going his way, but he's had some good matches. Fredo did beat both of these superstars. Of course, Fredo up against Sibs today. Fredo's been on a roll since returning. He beat CAW, beat RK, beat Romanic, and now goes up against Sibs in today's main event. Quick start here by these two. I think it's going to be a great matchup. Romanic's resiliency recently has been a bit iffy as these two fall to the outside. It's been a little bit iffy. I'm not going to touch any nameplates today just in case. I don't want to go through that again because it scares me. So I think we'll be okay. I want to watch the crowd audio today because recently they've been so loud to the point where you can't even hear good old little KR. We'll keep it like that, I think. We'll keep it like that. These two do have fun matches, though. I mean, Dragon vs RK for the US Championship, I think, is massive. AJ is feeding families with a lot of Beach Bash previews. I think it's great, right? I like it. I don't know if Vince will do the same thing for Fury or not, but I think it's a great, idea. It's great to get that hype going for Beach Bash. I mean, the US preview, we have the Women's World preview in a way with Willow as the special guest referee. We have the RPW Tag Team Championship preview in a tables match. Of course, that Beach Bash is going to be a TLC match. Now we have Portia versus Haley. And then, of course, we have Fredo and Sibs as well. Obviously, Gore's involved in that one, but we've seen Gore and Fredo last week. We saw Gore and Sibs as well. Or Gore and Fredo a couple weeks ago, and then Gore and Sibs. I think it's a great thing. Again, I've really been liking these anonymous general manager. And, of course, if that was Regents Rumble, RK would be out. But, of course, the anonymous general manager, we need to talk about it, ladies and gentlemen. The massive announcement. I know Supremacy is a month away, but what about the anonymous general manager putting their job on the line already? Ladies and gentlemen, the losing team at Supremacy, that general manager will be fired, will lose their GM-ship, ladies and gentlemen, either the anonymous GM or to Vince Shimon. After Supremacy, one way or another, we are getting a new general manager here in RPW. How crazy is that? I didn't think Supremacy could get much bigger. And I didn't think it would be the anonymous general manager putting that out there as well. Little letdown, I can't have any saying it, but I will get the ball rolling. So I'm assuming it comes down to the main event, but of course Supremacy will be a mixture of brand v brand matches, I don't doubt. I would love to see a bit of Haley Calco versus Olivia Laurent at the pay-per-view. Would be massive. It is interesting. Again, I think the whole pay-per-view is going to be brand v brand, so you got to start getting your eyes on the opposite show. If you want to go to Supremacy, normally it's not the way to go to a pay-per-view by targeting an opposite show superstar, but it might be the way to get on Supremacy this year is get a rival on the opposite show. Get someone that you don't like. I think I found without Liv anywhere near me. I just love a Haley vs Liv type of matchup, but I do hear that as well. RK early domination here today. Her useless arse enough times. Romanic to the outside. RK takes him plummeting to the outside again, and the fan cam is back in action. Yeah, Supremacy is going to be an interesting one. That's for sure. Big stakes for the main event. Massive spear by RK. As Romanik is planted. Interested to see his resilience in a match like this. Into the still steps he goes. RK really been starting very, very strongly in his matches recently. It's just the ending he's been struggling with. I do think these two will put in a great matchup, Beach Bash. That's for sure. Two massive names of experience. RK's legs hung up on the barricade there. Count of 6. Into the ring goes Romanik. RK into a spear of Romanik's own. These two go in spear for spear. Romanik hooks the leg. Referee watches the shoulders 2 count. Shot him not long ago just to say, oh, people follow you because they don't know what you've done. As if I've ever done anything worse than what the Dynasty do every day. RK sends Romanik over to the corner and he brings out the hoof. We've seen this a couple over the last week where RK's been bringing the hoof back. Romanik kicks out of it, of course. We haven't seen that move from RK since his sheep mask days. And there was some speculation with him bringing it back as well. Poor springboard there. Goodness gracious me. It is a devastating move, and we saw it used a lot during his tenure with that mask, where he was absolutely dominant. Maybe he thinks that's a way to get back to winning ways with his poor percentage right now. Who knows, with Romanik with a comeback. Looks to wake back up in this one. Finishes off with a spitbuster. Romanik getting Indianapolis on their feet now. Slow start by the US champion. Big reversal by RK. I know Hicks T is keeping an eye on this United States Championship. Love you too, thank you. RK middle rope trying to reach Romanik. Double axe handle, another pinfall over in the corner. Hooks him away from the ropes, just a 1 count. Not enough, that's for sure. Romanik rolls out yet again. A lot of this match outside of the ring. Welcoming Kaiju Jaeger in action today against Martin. The mouth, a little bull hammer there by RK. Little nod to Lamin Noir, the man that, of course, formerly of the Ministry Together, current World Heavyweight Champion over on Friday Night Fury. I'm excited to see him beat Brandon Bombs at Beach Bash as well. Go for the outside Superman punch. Both of these two going bar for bar, using all of their big moves. Bringing out their entire arsenal, ladies and gentlemen. Back into the ring. How is the audio, by the way? I know the crowd's a bit quieter than usual. Is it okay? Can you hear everything? What is Romanik going for is the question. Oh, a camel clutch. A submission. I know he used to do submissions back in the earlier part of his career, but I've not really seen him be using it much recently. It's fine, perfect. I think we'll keep this then. 1 bar down, I think, is better. Up on the shoulders is Romanik. As RK goes over to the corner. Another new move he's been using as of late, ladies and gentlemen. Setting up Indianapolis on their feet. The right foot goes with the switching music. Romanik, though, with the reversal. Irish whip off the rope. Pops him up. Oh, I thought it was going for a spear potentially. Big reversal. Up on the shoulders, go for a happy ending, ladies and gentlemen. RK planted face first. Hook of the leg. Does Romanik have RK's number? Yet again on Warzone. The United States champion comes away with a victory to kick off Warzone, ladies and gentlemen. Incredible match. And again, a similar story of RK doing amazing throughout the match, but ends up with the loss, ladies and gentlemen. Massive Superman punch back in the ring. Romanik, lovely reverse off the switching music. Look at the strength by the champion. Dare I say, I think he's going to have an amazing reign as US champion. Was about to say whoever loses wins at Beach Bash. Jim K, it could be that though. Remember, this is a great win for Romanik. Any win over RK in a singles match is good because he has one of the best singles percentages of RPW, but it all comes down to Beach Bash between these two. No love lost between them, no handshakes between them. Romanik can celebrate on World Warzone. That is big for him too. To go into a match against RK at pay-per-view with momentum is massive, ladies and gentlemen. That is for sure, because you would not want to go into your defense with a loss, ladies and gentlemen. That is massive, and I think that could go a very long way for him, ladies and gentlemen. Gains you momentum, but can make you overconfident. I think it depends on who it is, that's for sure, and how they react to it. 100%. I think it's going to be a great match. I think that has the possibility of being one of those pay-per-view matches where you don't expect it to be the biggest or the best match, but it could very well steal the show. It could very well steal the show. Romanik with RK's number yet again. Absolutely mega. Very, very impressive as well. That is for sure. I do think Romanik has a chance at a really, really good US title reign. Of course, RK at a pay-per-view is sometimes very, very different. You never know what RK comes to play. But again, Romanik, maybe that gives him the confidence and the wherewithal to have a massive, massive title defense with that US Championship, ladies and gentlemen. I, for one, am very, very excited to see how it plays out. I really, really am. Really, really am. Big tag team match up next. Here on Warzone, ladies and gentlemen. The tag teams are in the ring. As this one is underway, we have Cheese and Amber, of course, coming off a loss last week against Unholy Union. We have Evolution, Alana Carr and Sienna Violet. We have the Origin tag team of Marcella Drosy and Venus Vortex, of course, debuted on Origin last week. And then we have Damage Control, a different Damage Control to who they took on Origin. We have Akira Tanaka and Noelle Park. I love the women's tag team division growing. I think all of these teams are fantastic. And I'd love to see some of them going up against the Dynasty for those tag titles. I think this could be a messy one. I think could be a fun one. Let's see where it goes. Let's see where it goes. Alana Carr and Amber meet in the ring. Alana Carr using her strength that she utilizes a lot in her career. Former Women's World Champ, of course. Good to see Marcella Drosy and Venus Vortex. I love seeing Origin superstars on the main shows, especially in the women's tag team division. I agree, Hells. I think either really long or really short. We need new teams going for those belts. I agree. As much as I love Mutiny vs Dynasty, I love seeing other teams get involved as well. I love seeing other teams get involved as well. And the women's division in the tag team has been absolutely amazing. Venus and Drosy are probably going to be an underrated team. I think they're awesome. I like that they've been working together. That's for sure. Sienna needs shoes. I think she's wearing shoes though. Oh, she has that kick pads on. She does. Oh, interesting. She has that kick pads on top of her toes. But not a thing. Venus and Drosy is a great pairing. Quite balanced here. I mean, if she doesn't want to wear shoes, she doesn't have to, but... GMK, you telling women what to wear? Interesting. Venus Vortex with a pinfall. Alana Carr breaks it up. Dominion champ Amber in the ring. Amber and Cheese teaming again. This is the second time now they've teamed. They teamed on Origin, on World Warzone last week, like I said, against Dawn Morrigan. They teamed a couple of months ago as well, I think. Maybe to Vince scouting for the Authority since Lady Dream left, who knows? GMK is the male version of Portia. Marcella Drosy, big boot. And what a match for Venus and Marcella, by the way, going up against former Women's World Champ Alana Carr, the current Dominion Champ Amber. Cheese, who is a pillar of the women's division. Welcoming Mark in the Mouth, going up against Kaiju Jaeger later on today in a match I'm very excited for. The debut of Magnus Creed. Hicks v Sam will be fun, I'm sure. And then we have Dawn Guys, Believers, Luchas, Haley, Portia, and Fredo Sips. What a great show. Shout out the Anonymous General Manager. They're still looking for the team captain for Supremacy, reminder, ladies and gentlemen. Still looking for the team captain of Supremacy. I kind of like that from the Anonymous General Manager too. They want someone to lead World Warzone. They want someone to be in the ring, leading that team. We know Gore is going to be there in that main event, in that team, ladies and gentlemen. because he won predictions. So who's going to be joining Laura is the question. We don't know any from Fury yet. It is going to be interesting. Will they go for the big names? Will they go for some mid-card names, some fan? I don't know. Amber joining the Authority would be a waste of her talent. Then again, wouldn't shock me knowing her. I think it depends on how she fares in the Authority. Once upon a time, they were the most devastating stable in RPW. And again, they have some massive names. I think that goes without saying. Cheese alone with a Vortex. Two superstars using their strength, and Cheese desperately needs a victory as she hooks the leg. Sienna Violet trying to break it up and does at 2.9. Cheese is fuming. What a breakup of the pinfall. Sienna Violet is one of the quickest superstars in this match. I like seeing her and Alana Khan teaming again. Goodness gracious me. Marcella Drosy, pinfall no. Drosy versus Cheese, now that is a matchup. My goodness. Alana vs Venus is a great matchup. Two other superstars who use their strength. I know Venus, quite new to the powerlifting, under the guidance of Marcella Drosy. I don't think she's quite on that Cheese Drosy level yet. And then there's Sienna Violet using her speed. Amber using her striking and technical abilities. Noelle Parker, faster type superstar as well. I like the variation in this match. And in the tag division, Marcella Drosy with a sledgehammer looks terrifying. There's Noelle Parker, I told you, using her speed. Marcella going after Amber. Noelle Park's using her speed, but missing everything. A poke law from Marcella Drosy. We're seeing a lot of old poke moves in recent times. I love the impact he's had in RPW. No matter how long he's been out for, no matter how long he's been retired for, people still love showcasing his moves. Venus Vortex, a submission. Noelle Park is there. First of two tag team matches today. Venus pinfall. Sienna Violet is breaking up everything. Akira Tanaka, I slammed down. Pinfall for damage control. Amber is there. Noelle Park, nice roll out of the way. Akira and Amber. What a great dark match they had a couple of weeks ago for the Dominion Championship. Would love to see more of them share in the ring. Akira was up for Rookie of the Year at one point. What a start to her career she had, eh? What a start to her career. She had one of the best starts in RPW, honestly. Her start was absolutely fantastic. And there she is with the pinfall broken up. Vortex using the ropes to help herself up. More pinfalls broken up, and everyone's in the ring right now, except for Cheese. Venus with the strength on Alana Carr. And she goes down on that baseball bat. And the Origin tag team, I'm going to say looking good, then Sienna Violet got involved. Float over DDT. Amber not letting it connect though. I'm a big fan of Amber. One interrupted pin on almost anyone I think may do it. It may be to that point where we've seen a lot of big moves come to play. And it could be the end at any given moment. I think I might agree with you, Hells. And Noelle Park, oh, there's some strength. I thought she was going to go for a German suplex then. Sienna Violet pinfall. Noelle Park is there. Cheese and Alana on the outside. And when the ring starts to get cleared a bit, that's when it gets dangerous. Amber pinfall. Here was there. Marcella, I think, leading. Welcome to Warzone, Marcella Drosy. These type of matches are good for the Origin talent, especially in a division where they can fight for the championship. Because it gives, oh my God! Marcella Drosy just went flying. It gives them the wherewithal of how these matches actually are. Venus Vortex breaks it up just in time. Okay, running head first to put an end to that one. Again, the strength. Kendo stick to the back of Noelle Parker. She was up the shoulders of Cheese. Sienna Violet trying to steal it. Middle of the ring. Noelle Parker's there. Woo-hoo-hoo. These pin breakups. I'm liking these. We have a lot of one-on-ones after this too, which I like. I think the AGM has been doing fantastic. I really, really do. Another submission. Not a bad idea. Try sneak a submission in the corner. But Alana Carr did see it. Big boot right to the face. Now turns to Cheese. Look at the bodies. Akira on the rope. Venus and Sienna down. You can see the damage taking its toll on a lot of these superstars. Marcella Derosi's going ham on the outside of the folklore. Sienna Violet and Alana Carr. Double pin for Alana Carr. Pins at the Dominion champion. Evolution with the victory. Sienna was smart. She stayed on top of Venus Vortex. Amber takes the pin. Wowzers. Again, maybe Amber and Cheese just aren't meant for the tag division because Amber's tag record is awful, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe we see Evolution versus the Dynasty at Beach Bash. I would love to see the Women Tag Team Championships on the line at Beach Bash, ladies and gentlemen. And maybe that puts Evolution up in the rankings, ladies and gentlemen. I think it would be an amazing matchup. I really, really do. I think it would be an amazing matchup, if I'm honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. What a win for them. Alana Carr with a pinfall on the Dominion champion as well. But Amber doesn't take a lot of pinfalls too. Woo! Strong start to World Warzone. 2 tag wins on the spin. I hear it. I would love to see Dynasty versus Evolution, ladies and gentlemen. I really, really would. And here we go then. Ladies and gentlemen, now, Sam Everett was asking for this match to be a pre-show match, ladies and gentlemen. Luckily, I completely forgot the names. Almost broke it earlier. I think we're good. Anyone can get up to Dynasty, and I would celebrate. I wouldn't be mad about it. Yes, Sam was asking Hicks, hey, maybe we go on the pre-show from the anonymous general manager. It got put on the main show, ladies and gentlemen. It got put on the main show, and we'll see how it goes, eh? Hicks versus Sam Everett. A lot of talking they had. Now, last week, they was both in a Fatal 4-Way matchup with Callicane and Martin the Mouth. Martin the Mouth actually pinned Sam Everett, actually dogged him, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in Ecstasy. Martin the Mouth dog walked both of them. If I'm being honest with you, Martin looked very, very, very good. Hicks said, hey, it wasn't my fault. It was a multi-man match. So we'll see how he does against Sam Everett today. Hicks T still cursed from the proprietor. Now, as far as we know, Sam Everett is no longer cursed, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Everett no longer cursed. So we'll see. Hopefully, maybe that will bring some good luck and good fortunes to Sam Everett after his loss on Origin against the proprietor. I believe he's 4 matches away from breaking the record. I think this means after this match he'll be 3 away, if my math is not mistaken. He's getting close to the record, and again, is him facing Hicks going to get him any closer to a title match in the next 3 weeks? I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know. But again, when you're this close to breaking a record and when you're not really on the best of form, you can't really just expect a title match or normal contender match. 4-way, 3 to tie. It's not ideal, is it? It's not ideal. Hicks T with his immunity pouches, throwing them to the World Warzone crowd. I don't know how the anonymous general manager feels about that. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Sam Everett versus Hicks T. 1-on-1 here on World Warzone, ladies and gentlemen. And we see how we go. Oh my goodness! Well, it's not finished yet. Ladies and gentlemen, is that who I think it is? It is! The proprietor is here on the World Warzone, I think for the first time, ladies and gentlemen. What is he doing? Oh, what that cursed Hicks and Sam. He still has the flower from Leo. What is he doing it? Just about connected the show. Greatest match of all time as well. Ah, man, stop it. Freak. Still controlling the lights as well. The proprietor, Hicks and Martin. Is he going to join me on commentary? Is he going to join me? Proprietor, are you joining me on commentary? Yeah, I'm feeling it. Hicks and Sam look like they've seen a ghost. They do not seem happy, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, here we go. Little dance. Little boogie. Steady on in the ring, mate. Steady on in the ring. There we go. Capture your feet. Way, here he goes. That's my new favorite boogie, mate. Don't act like I like it, man. But he's here. Ladies and gentlemen, he's in the ring. Oh, my goodness. He's refereeing. Sam and Hicks in the ring. The proprietor is the referee. Oh, my goodness. Sam Everett with a pinfall. And the proprietor getting the crowd going. He missed the first pinfall. He's missed the first pinfall. He's not even a member of World Warzone. I thought Sam wasn't cursed anymore. Is he here to make sure Sam is not cursed? Is that what he's here for? He's bobbing and weaving. Goodness gracious me. Well, Sam and Hicks going at it. Nice DDT there. We have two special guest referees today. Hicks and awful. Hey, maybe the curse is working. Maybe he needs to be here to make sure Sam is not cursed anymore, ladies and gentlemen. This is such an appropriate match. Maybe that's why he's here, because right now Sam Everett is cooking. He's faster than Hicks. Are we seeing the curse? Are we seeing the curse happen live? Hicks rolls to the outside. Sam Everett with a drop kick. And the proprietor has started his count. Oh my God. The curse. He's at count of 5. Sam Everett goes flying over that top rope. Does that reset the count? Hicks into the LED board. It does indeed. In terms of all three in the ring, dumb and dumber. Again, Martin's up next again. No, sorry, not up next. He's in a couple of matches' time. He did beat both of these two last week in a Fatal 4-Way matchup. As Sam Everett with a couple right-handers. To Hicks T, ladies and gentlemen. Right to the face and still going for more Hicks T. Finally, Hicks T's decided to fight back. Oh my God. Proprietor. Oh! He counted to 10. They're both fuming. He counted to 10. And the proprietor, what happened there then? He counts to 10. I thought Sam wasn't cursed anymore. Hey! What just happened? Oh, they are going to be fuming. What a waste for Sam Everett as well. That just wasted one of his matches. That just wasted one of his matches, ladies and gentlemen. He's on his way to breaking the record. And that just wasted one of his matches. Well, ladies and in the ring, the Nightmare. We haven't seen him for a few weeks. And there is Magnus Creed making his RPW debut. Holy moly! Jesus, it's like Hulk versus Abomination as these two behemoths sprint into each other. Jesus Christ, it's like two freaks of nature. Share the ring. Magnus Creed, his RPW debut against the Nightmare. This is a battle of the freaks, ladies and gentlemen. Well, Brett has told me, I can confirm on the sheets, ladies and gentlemen, courtesy of the proprietor, because he was the referee, apparently he made the decision. On the sheets, it won't count as a no contest. It is a loss for both Sam Everett and Hicks T, ladies and gentlemen. The proprietor didn't know who to choose, so apparently he decided they both get a loss on their record. No, I thought Sam wasn't cursed anymore. That still feels like he might be. Big meaty men bumping meat. It counts as a loss for both of them. I don't know if Hicks T is going to start believing in that curse soon. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Listen, I'm just a messenger here, Sam. I'm just the messenger. It's just what I got told. It's just what I got told. Magnus, Creed, and Nightmare. I mean, so far, it's all Nightmare. This being his debut, he's going to want to impress. Well, draw is not a loss again. I'm just the messenger. Apparently, the proprietor, as referee for that match, decided they both get a loss. I don't even know who to choose for a match like this. They are both absolutely gargantuan. Watch out, Rick. Don't want to be caught in between these two. Martin the Mouth and Kaiju Jaeger up next. I think Magnus is actually taller than him somehow. Not seeing anything. Oh my god! These two could make a great tag team. Fuck, could you imagine? Could you imagine? Oh, what a big boot. If these two enter the tag division, my god. That would be something. I'm sad there's no Gore today after in the build-up to his Beach Bash match. Fredo and Sibs getting a bit of last-minute conditioning. Nightmare looking for that hand across the throat. Magnus, nice reversal. Into a pinfall. Just a 1 count, though. Yeah, this is a bit frightening. My God! Nice slam down there was Magnus Creed. Have in his locker. Oh, boy. I mean, Nightmare's a big guy. So is Magnus, though. Does he have the strength? Middle of the ring. Drops him down with a powerbomb. As he hooks the leg, gets a 2 count off it. Another pinfall. Magnus this time using the ropes. Rick sees his feet, though. So that's 2 matches to tie for the record. And I'll be honest with you, I don't really see a title match in your future, Sammy boy. You never know, but it could be looking long. It really could be looking long. Hey, if the believers really believe in you, Drew Payne could easily let you team with CAW at Beach Bash. If Drew is open and honest, you know, he said the believers is not all about him. It's about giving opportunity to those around him. He could let you team with CAW, get a title match at Beach Bash. And listen, Chaos just putting it out there. Because Drew said it's not about him. So surely he wouldn't mind missing a pay-per-view spot and making sure you get one as the lights go. Oh my goodness gracious me. Nightmare from behind. Hand across the throat. Doesn't work out though. Magnus Creed. Look at the strength. Foot on the chest. 1, 2, 3. Well, that did not work in the way of the Nightmare. And what a debut win for Magnus Creed, ladies and gentlemen. But then if we lose, I'll get all the flack. Yeah, but I mean, isn't the believers' whole thing they want to give opportunity to those, you know, misunderstood and misused? Surely you're the most misunderstandable time with a record on the line. Does it really matter if you don't win the tag titles? Like, what does the tag titles get the believers? It doesn't get to Vince out of... It doesn't get to Vince out of GM-ship or out of CEO or anything. It doesn't go towards anything the believers are fighting in. Surely it's just a great chance for you. Again, I'm not involved. That's just my opinion. Fury have Brutus. We have a Magnus. As we move on. That was a dominant win. Ladies and gentlemen, great debut to take on a fellow massive man as well. Great debut win. The believers don't know what they're trying to fight with. That's a Haley. Hells, that's my point. That's a, listen. They say they just want to give everyone opportunities. I'm just saying it's a chance there, you know. Sam is the most misused out of everyone. I mean, surely Drew wouldn't mind missing a pay-per-view if it gives other people a shot, right? Because his whole thing is making sure everyone gets an opportunity. So surely Drew, who's been a 4-time US champion, been at every single pay-per-view there is, surely he doesn't need a tag team match at a pay-per-view, right? You would think. Anyway, you would think. But again, it's all his ego play. I have nothing against the Believers, but that's a part of the reason why I can't get on board with them. Ladies and gentlemen, it really, really is part of the reason why I can't get on board with them. Ladies and gentlemen, as... Well, I was going to say there's not Martin Strong. It was supposed to be Martin the Mouth versus Kaiju Jaeger, but that is Junior Smileman, a fellow cruiserweight. Was there a last-minute change after Martin got the win last week? That is definitely not the Mouth. Junior Smileman's making his way down. I mean, we know Martin is here watching. Maybe he couldn't make it. Upgrade. Maybe he couldn't make it to the, I don't know. KO, you'll be seeing GMK in the ring again. I heard you've signed a new contract. Well, I mean, I don't know where Martin the Mouth is. Consuela's refereeing 2 cruiserweights, Kaiju and Junior Smileman. Weird show today. Weird show today. Lots happening. Let me get my fan. Really, lots happening today. Martin, I don't know if you heard something by the GM or if you couldn't make it for some reason. Oh, I told you, the drone wire these days. Oh, it is an iffy one. Martin moving on from jobber entrances to jobber matches. Cinema. Listen, I'm just the messenger. I don't know if it was a decision by the GM or if Junior Smileman just bitched you and came out in your space. I don't know. I mean, personally, I wouldn't have it, Martin the Fart, because he's... I do like seeing Junior Smileman, though, I must admit. A little cruiserweight matchup. Maybe looking for El Baron's next opponent. Poor Martin, I was both had a win last week. I was actually half excited to see Martin vs Kaiju, but I do like seeing Junior Smileman as well. Warlords have got a fun roster, you know. Crazy Smileman, Gore not booked as well. Oh, knee strike to the back. It's a nightmare. Crowd sign there. Unfortunate with his loss. I know Haley Calcote. I'm not going to be too upset about that, though. Over to the corner goes Smileman. Kaiju, yeah, got a big power slam down. Ventures to the middle rope. Middle rope, and once he got the box handle, Junior Smileman moves out of the way. Irish whip to the outside. I just went to refill my water bowl, and someone locked me in the bathroom. Well, they... did you see who it was, or... Bro got locked in the bathroom, so Junior Smileman came out. Fan cam in action. Someone playing some games. I mean, again, I don't like to blame people. Refilling from the bathroom, Grim. Yeah, that is a bit interesting. How would you see who locked the door? It's a locked door. Oh, sorry. Hey, listen, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if like they said something first, like, hey, dickhead, and then locked it. I don't know. They can like peek in first and then lock it. No. Am I stupid? Sorry. Glass windowed door bathroom. Well, no, like they can like put like peek in first and say something first. No. Bro uses toilet water. Well, anyone again? I mean, I know Sam and Martin have a bit of history. I don't want to name names. Haley hates a lot of people, but she isn't called a hater. Just saying, not a jab at Haley, by the way. Just RPW fickleness. Kind of 9, Kaiju. Just about makes it. Hope you're refilling on pre-crime. Daniel, when are we seeing you back in RPW? I drink tap water, so what? I don't argue for hours in front of everyone in the gym, kick. Pew, 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 pew. Picking toilet water over crime immunity is a choice. I could almost agree with it. I must admit, the past couple of shows, having drinking water, it's nice. It's nice. I can see why immunity was never picked up on World Warzone, especially with Hicks's record right now. It's not been great. Really not been great. That's running knee there by Kaiju Jaeger. Armbar locked in. Junior Smartman reverses. Jocko, how's your back recently since those steel steps? Oh, nice. Fake out on the first kick. Gets him on the second. Driving that knee into the leg of Kaiju Jaeger, trying to stop his high-flying acrobatics. It is weird right now we're without both Jocko and Daniel Black in RPW. And Hope Eternal. Former prestigious champ, of course. GMK has just returned. It's a weird time for some contracts. Best worst move in RPW history by Junior Smartman. Break his fingers indeed. Love his shoes. Those steps hurt, won't lie, but we're getting there. Saturday Beach Bash had such good matches there each year. You really did. You really did. Again, Beach Bash is always an amazing pay-per-view. That's why I was thinking you and Daniel not being here is quite weird. As Kaiju Jaeger! Look at the Jaeger bags to go. Last year, of course, Kaiju lost the United States Championship at Beach Bash. I didn't call anyone a hater, so you put words in my mouth. I like that those people are not here. Again, maybe that's why you're called a hater, GMK. Who knows? Oh, another nice fake out. Over to the corner goes at Kaiju. Junior Smartman, hot pursuit though. Arrow trip. Sends him off the rope discus. Forearm. Jocko hasn't done anything wrong to me. I wonder, it must feel weird for Jocko watching shows be booked in his absence after being GM and team captain for so long. And again, it might be a short reign by the anonymous general manager. If they lose that supremacy, which history dictates World Warzone might do that, it could be a very, very short spell that Hack and Daniel can stay away, though. It could be a very short spell, of course. The anonymous general manager, nor to Vince Shimon, will want to lose their spot at Supremacy around halfway through the season as well. The battle of the brands, the battle for Supremacy, is always a fun one. I know Laminoir has put his words out there, of course. He has an amazing record at Supremacy in his career as both team captain and participating superstar. So, going to be interesting to see if he's in the team or not. If DJM lose their job, I know someone who's ready to step back up. Jocko did work with Hope. Pretty sure he killed at Kill Row. People bringing cats to RPW shows my new favorite thing. Stay down, Jocko. Adam Sand over in the corner. Oh, big yawnies. Yeah, you lay down next to my Naz's desk. Oh, I love Catsman. Is that kind of 8, by the way? Oh no, kind of 7. We've already seen one double count out. Not going to see another one, thankfully. Dawn and Geist up next with Willow Sky as the special guest referee. Before a tables tag team match. Big power slam down. Kaiju. Middle rope yet again. He likes his sequences, does Kaiju Jaeger. This time a knee strike missing though. Only problem with the cats is when they want to be passed back to the owner. We're going to make sure it's nice and sensible, ladies and gentlemen. That's a good boy. Got to be nice and careful with the kitty cats. Welcome in Sandy McNabb to World Warzone. Apologies, I'm just handing a cat back to the crowd as you joined us. Willow Sky. Kaiju with the strength yet again, and the interesting choice to spin around. Not seen that for a while. Kaiju needs to hit a big move, though. Needs to hit a big move to bring this one home. Smile Man, relentless in his attempts to not lose this match. Really relentless at that. Ooh! Right-handers as well. Smile Man, he's devious, is Smile Man. In his attempts in the ring as he goes for a reverse. Go to sleep, the knee strike to the Jägermeister. As he hooks the leg on the former United States champion. The Kaiju stays alive just about. Some good resiliency there. Haven't seen a Jaeger break it in months. Irish whip. Drops the first. Jumps the second. A submission. Don't see Kaiju go for them very much. Oh no. Maybe not. Oosh. Face first goes Smile Man. And I would pin if I was Kaiju. No, he is going for a submission. A sharpshooter. From Jägermeister. With tough luck with that one though. Nice. Rebound neck breaker. The right hand is connecting. I told you, Smile Man is relentless. Still waiting to see him, Zippy, as tag team champs again with Crazy as like a world or mid-card champ. I think would be amazing seeing all three of them with the championship. I do like the smile. And you can see the bruising on the chest of Kaiju Jaeger. As the right handers connect. One after another after another. Top rope, lovely camera work, but he misses. Fan cam back in action. Nice belly to belly. Great match, by the way, between the two. Really spectacular match. Jaeger double axe handle from the barricade. Looking to get back in the ring and does. Consuela keeping on top of this match. Very nicely done. Very good officiating. Kaiju faster. Smile Man with a reversal. Oh, he ducks him. What a reversal by Kaiju. Smile Man went for the roundhouse fist, but Kaiju ducked him into a submission. But Smile Man able to fight out of it. That was slick, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, big boo right to the face, though. Smile. Oh my God, even his eyes are smiling. Roundhouse kick. Brutal maneuver. Cruiserweight division has been on fire, ladies and gentlemen. And another knee strike. Junior Smile Man. What a win, ladies and gentlemen. Wasn't sure we was even meant to see a Junior Smile Man today. But what a match. 4.5 stars between these two. That was impressive. I've always been a fan of Junior Smile Man and the Smile as a whole, ladies and gentlemen. I really, really have. That was a great match. Really, it really was a great match, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, people still disrespect it like it's lesser or something. What a match, honestly. Absolutely fantastic. Really, it really was. What a match and what a win, ladies and gentlemen. Unlucky Kaiju Jaeger. Great showing. It really, really was. I mean, not every match can be a win in your corner, but great showing nonetheless. Really, really great showing nonetheless, but it was a tough one, to say the least, ladies and gentlemen. It was a tough one. Junior Smile Man not coming to play here today. When it comes to the Cruiserweight division, I would still love to see Junior Smile Man have a Cruiserweight Championship match. I think the Cruiserweight division has been amazing, man. I really, really do. I think they've had some amazing talent, some amazing matches, and I would love to see what they can do more in that Cruiserweight division, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's going to be a fun one. I really, really do. Unlucky Jaeger indeed. Now, we have the 4 back-to-back-to-back-to-back Beach Bash previews, ladies and gentlemen. Starting off with the Women's World Championship preview. Now, Willow Sky not involved in this match. At Beach Bash, it will be one of our triple threat matches that we have. Today, though, the Women's World Champ is your special guest referee. Willow Sky holds all the power in this one. She took the championship off Geist. Geist earned herself a rematch by beating Willow Sky last week. Dawn became #1 contender by pinning Cheese. Katie thinks Fury should step up more in promos. It's interesting because I think Fury have a lot of talented superstars in terms of... Again, I think both shows get carried by the women's division regardless. I think the women's division on the mic are just 10 times better, whether it's World Warzone or Friday Night Fury. I think they are 10 times better. Superstars like Vittoria Moretti, Maria Valentine over on Fury have been fantastic. Irena Mortain as well. Lamin Noir. Not a fan of special guest referees, but at least this one makes sense. I feel like this is the only, again, I think this was like a slight to Fury. I feel like this is the only special guest ref that actually makes sense. And Willow Sky, you know, it doesn't matter which way she calls it because she's facing both of them at Beach Bash anyway. You know? So I definitely think it makes some sense. But again, we could see Dawn as a world champion again, which would be mental. I don't remember the last, I think she was last world champion like Regents Mania 2 or something crazy like that. World Wars and Origin are so active in terms of men's division. Again, I mean, active doesn't mean good promos though. So, I mean, you and Luca spent just hours going back and forth to the point where a match got made and then a match got not made by you know. So I think, you know, I think there's a fine line between superstars knowing what they're saying and being active. I mean, I'm not here to tell anyone what to say on the mic. That's up to them, how they want to address the RPW universe and each other. But, yeah, look at the aura behind Dawn. I think she would be great with the world title again. Geist looking to win it back. Geist could be a 2-time world champ already if she wins at Beach Bash. What a start she's having. Maybe up there for a rookie. I don't think she's a rookie, actually. Maybe a breakout star of the year. Hope Eternal watching from somewhere. As one of her followers go up. One of her chosen, I should say, go up for the women's world title. Lucas fired on the match. He wanted it. He ruined it. Again, I'm not picking sides. I'm just saying there was a lot of nothing talk. So I think it depends on, you know, like World Warzone, you could have, you know, Sam Everett versus Martin and Higgs going back and forth, but they could say nothing for 5 hours. It doesn't mean they're having a good promo. You know what I mean? But again, that's not my place to choose what is a good promo and not. That's if the RPW universe respond to it, if they like it. That's not up to me to decide. I would love to see more Fury names. I mean, I think like people like Tyler West focusing more on promoting his songs than actually focusing in the ring. Brutus Brickley's trying to sell himself up, which I like. No strays, I'm just picking random names. Just picking random names. You know? Just picking random names. Willow Sky, the referee, rings the bell. Geist and Dawn 1-on-1. I think this is a great 1-on-1. Of course, Daniel Black right now, we don't know where he is, but he's away. So there's a name missing. Hope and Sage, we don't know where either of them are, 2 former champions. So there's 2 more Fury names right now missing, I think. I mean, Vince does sell Fury as we're the best wrestler, and he likes to focus on the wrestling and give people the chances. You know, you have the Palmers, obviously very loud. It is funny they both lost on Fury last week, though, in their race. It might be the slowest race. It might be the hair beats the hair. You know, I don't think any of them are going to win. You need to stop mentioning the free. Sorry, yeah. I mean, I'm probably again. Dawn's in the ring, so they're just on my mind, Hells. Resign had Tyler promo. Real quick. I mean, I've said this before about Tyler West. I think he's a very... Not that it's a bad thing, by the way. I want to pre-mention. I don't think it's a bad thing, but I think he's very... he goes by the motions. And what I mean by that is, can't deny that she is hot. What I mean by that is, he doesn't plan ahead. He doesn't. I feel like he just goes based on what's been given to him. And again, he was in the CAW before. He was in TFT before. Now he's joined Daniel with the Hurt Business. I think the thing with Tyler West, and I used to say this with Daniel Black as well, funny enough. I think the thing with Tyler West is he's not a leader. I think he's trying to break out with his music and stuff like that. But in terms of RPW, I don't think he really knows what he wants. I don't think he really knows where he fits in. And again, not necessarily a bad thing, but I think he's just very lost within himself in RPW. I think that he thinks by now he should have been a top name. He's been here since, you know, season 1. He should have been a top name by now. Lamin, Fredo, you know, Sibs. He should have been up there, known with those names. Instead, his whole career, he's been following someone else, following someone else's footsteps. I don't think he's ever fully been able to be himself. Even now, he's Tyler West, no longer Zeke. He feels more like himself. I still feel like there's more we should be seeing from him. Again, that's just my opinion. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying he needs to listen to me. I'm just saying my opinion. I can appreciate a tall, mysterious woman from afar. I do love Dawn versus Geist on Mondays. I think it's amazing. I think it is amazing. We've been doing a lot of comparing recently. Amber, we said, looks like the new goddess. Jocelyn Clover, like the new Lanza. People like Marcella Drosy might be the new Cheese, stuff like that. I feel like Geist is really trying to emulate what Dawn done. Again, Dawn in her rookie year, she was a double champion. She was a tag champion. She was a mid-card champion. She was a world champion. Geist is already a former world champion for like 100 days. Now she has a chance to be a 2-time world champ as well. I think she's really emulating her career off of Dawn. And I don't think that's a bad thing as well, because I think Geist is super talented. And I think she's going to have a hell of a career here in RPW. Welcoming Kings. Of course, not booked today as well. Always good to see you, though. As Dawn goes into the steel steps to the outside. Willow Sky, very fair, very by the book. Guy saying, bring it back in the ring. Dawn is going to do exactly that, ladies and gentlemen, with the strength. Willow Sky goes down. The Women's World Champ making the pinfall. Guys kicks out at 2. Who is your prediction for this match at Beach Bash? Of course, the predictions, once the match card comes available, everyone can do the actual predictions, but who would you pick? I'm going Dawn, if I'm honest with you. We haven't seen her as world champion in a long time. I think she's been so close as of late. I think it's time we see Dawn as Women's World Champ again. I think she has the experience over Geist and Willow Sky. I feel for Willow Sky. I need to think on it. I feel for Willow Sky because it's not an easy first defense. Dawn pins Geist today. I think we see Dawn as the new Women's World Champion this Saturday. No disrespect to Willow Sky, but I think Dawn is one of the greatest female superstars we have ever had. Ladies, I've said it a lot of time too. I truly think she is one of the greatest female superstars of all time. You've been working up. Oh, farted a little bit there. Sorry, squeaked out of me. Sorry. Got a bit too excited, ladies. We'll move on. Got a bit too excited, ladies and gentlemen. That's the preview for the Women's World Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, up next we have the preview of the Liberty Championship. Haley CAW and Portia Van Alden. Ladies and gentlemen. Looking wham. Love you, man. Needed that today. KR's been working. Ladies and gentlemen, Haley CAW. A chance at the Liberty title this Saturday in the first ever bra and panty match, which she is not a big fan of. And she is also miscased in the chamber again. Could be, potentially, a double champion in her future. Ladies and gentlemen, could be a double champion. Potentially. Also, this was meant to be the penultimate match. So I think it's been swapped with, I think the tables match is next. The Believers versus the Luchas, because I thought this was penultimate match. Bogging. So maybe they're keeping the tag match for the penultimate. Maybe I was sent the wrong message as Haley CAW enters into the ring as we await the Queen, President, and Liberty Champion. Welcome Tito Dolos, ladies and gentlemen. That is not looking like Queen Portia Van Houten. It is not. It is one half of the women's tag team champions. We spoke about it earlier today. We spoke about Haley versus Liv. As she gets escorted down. Well, Portia's not here. She sent Liv. Portia said at the top of the show she will be facing Haley CAW today. She said it, ladies and gentlemen. And instead sends Olivia Laurent down to the Woe Warzone ring. This is a Fury superstar, mind you. This is a Fury superstar. Of Olivia Laurent, one half of the tag team champs. We've seen a lot of Haley, a lot of Liv. Goodness gracious me, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what an intro though. I do really like Olivia Laurent. Again, she is another superstar I think is going to be the future of the women's division, man. I think the women's division is, I mean, clearly the best has ever been. Clearly in very, very, very good hands, ladies and gentlemen. Going forward, oh my goodness gracious me. They have a ton. I mean, both of these superstars, in my opinion, future world champions. Haley could be very soon with that briefcase, of course. I think they are two future world champions, 100%. They've had a lot of matches together. And another one here on Woe Warzone, ladies and gentlemen. Rick referee. Haley versus Liv, sending Liv instead to weaken Haley before Beach Bash. It could be. I think you may have called it, Golf. I think you may have called it. I think that might be exactly what she's going for. I really, really do. Haley with the ground and pound, the hatred between these two. Need I remind you, the start of this year, Olivia Laurent eliminated Haley CAW from Regents Rumble. Olivia Laurent was so close to winning Rumble. I always have to talk about it just because it was insane how close she was. Hope Paterno was on that rope, waiting to be sent over. Oh, Olivia with the strength. Always up to snide tricks. Haley with a reversal. Rick watching on. Haley sent to the outside. Now little Haley appreciates a cannot win. Fan cam is in action. Got to watch out for that spear from Olivia Laurent again. Look at the strength, ladies and gentlemen. With a spine buster, Liv is up there with some of the strongest female superstars in RPW. She is a different level of strong, ladies and gentlemen. Really, really is. And again, even though Liv is still new herself, Catherine Wolf taking clear. Oh boy, well, this is Extreme Rules match. Well, the rules have been swapped now, ladies and gents. Olivia Laurent putting a ladder in between them as Haley holds her steel chair. Oh, big super kick. And the chair goes flying. Catherine Wolf clearly taking inspiration from Olivia Laurent in her look, which again is not a bad thing. I actually think it's kind of refreshing seeing superstars take inspiration from other superstars. Haley back into the ring. Liv gonna join her. Mutiny vs Dynasty yet again. I don't think there's been a single week in the past month that we haven't had a form of Mutiny vs Dynasty, and I'm not complaining. Two of the biggest talking points in RPW this season. As there's a table from Olivia Laurent. There are tables ready, because up next we have a 2-on-2 tables match with the champions versus the believers. Last week we saw Drew beat Axiom Vex. We saw El Baron beat Companion. Hey! This week we see a 2-on-2 tables match before that TLC match at Beach Bash. Liv back up. Haley clothesline into the corner. Think about Haley, she may not be the strongest or the fastest, but she has one of the biggest hearts in RPW. And she does not like to give up or lose very, very easily. You know, whenever she's in the ring, she is given 100%. Again, I would not be surprised if we see her as a world champion sooner rather than later, especially with that briefcase, even without that briefcase, but especially with that briefcase in her hand. I think it is very, very likely we see her as a world champion. And could you imagine Hayley versus Liv for a world championship in future? My God. Hook of the leg. Rick rolls in 2 count and a kick out. I will say, after Regents Mania, whoever the GM is, of course, one GM won't be here. Whether it's Vince or the AGM, I don't know. But whoever the other 2 GMs are, after Mania for that draft, man, oh man, oh man. You can potentially create the greatest female division we have ever seen in RPW. I wouldn't be surprised if a female goes #1 for the first time ever. I really, really wouldn't, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're going to see a lot of the women's talent going very, very early. Whenever the next draft may be. Welcome in Rex, one half of the World Tag Team Champions. Good to see you, Hayley, on the table. As she's slammed down. Olivia Laurent, or reversal. A mighty big reversal on that. Liv, out on the ladder. Hayley CAW. Lovely camera through the ladder. Oh, I told you. Whenever we see these two in the ring together, sparks are flying, ladies and gentlemen. One of my favorite rivalries in RPW today. There's the forearm as well. Hayley CAW putting her body on the line. She has a title match this Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. She does not care. Her body's still on the line. And I think Gore might be right. I think it's a Portia Van Alden smart play here. Why waste your own stamina and your own body when you can send your weapon out of Olivia Laurent and deal damage to Hayley CAW? Why risk your own body? I think Gore might be onto something there. 2 tables in the ring. Keep them handy for the next match. The perk of having allies, exactly. Exactly. RPW Network, clip it. It's been done. Don't you worry. As Hayley CAW. Boom! Lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. Fired up. Hayley CAW with a forearm. Spins around with a heel. Reminds me of the hoof. Hook of the leg. Rick, the long way round and a 2 count. I think he took a while there, not gonna lie. Hayley CAW though. You know what follows. Ladies and gentlemen, Liv is done. Hayley CAW with momentum for Beach Bash. It is done. Portia wants to send Liv out. Hayley CAW with the upper hand on her home turf of Woe Warzone, ladies and gentlemen. Beautifully done. Fantastic matchup. And Hayley CAW, Miss Case in the Chamber, can celebrate here today. Will the same thing happen this Saturday at Beach Bash? If it does, we will see a new Liberty champion, ladies and gentlemen, which would be fantastic as we advance. Put on my match of the show. They did get swapped. The tables are still out there as we have the Believers against the Luchadors, ladies and gentlemen. Now, at Beach Bash, it's going to be a TLC match, tables, ladders, and chairs. Today, it is only focused on the tables, ladies and gentlemen. Someone's going through a table. Make your predictions. Who do you think goes through a table? I think Drew. I think a lot of people are going to say Com. I'm going to say Drew goes through a table, though. I've got a feeling. Actually, I think Believers might win, to be fair, but I'll say Drew regardless. There are the Believers. Drew and Companion. Both going to Beach Bash, of course. It's massive for Companion. I didn't think he would be at pay-per-view, if I'm honest with you. So it's actually very, very big for him. to even be at the pay-per-view. But there you go. Little boogie by Drew Payne. Little saunter by Companion. I'm sure we'll hear a lot of words from CAW after the fact. Excited to see what they can do. 2 tables set up, which I'm equally excited for. And Portia Van Ouden apparently wants to get her song out there one more time. The Luchadors, El Baron and Axiom Vex. Portia not happy with the result, taking over the music instead. RPW Tag Team Champions. Of course, El Baron also your Cruiserweight champ as well, ladies and gentlemen. Tables match. Someone goes through a table. And here we go. Luchador is such a bland name. Hopefully they find a new name. To be fair, they were put together by the Anonymous General Manager. I don't think they planned their tag team, so it might be a case of them finding a new name. Oh, one of the tables disappeared. One of the tables disappeared. But Axiom Vex with one in hand. Now, Axiom Vex, what a start to World Wars in today. Former Origin talent. Got the call up and he's been cooking. Already a champion. Already a champion. Would love to see them add more to their team as well. Imagine Sombra Del Rayo joining as well. Look at El Baron. Already on the table. I love El Baron getting another tag team partner too, by the way. He has been fantastic as a tag team superstar. He's been really, really, really good, ladies and gentlemen. Axiom Vex getting the crowd on their feet over in the corner. El Baron to the outside. All 4 superstars back into the ring. There is a table in there as well. Look at Axiom Vex go. Get that table set up. It could be a very quick match. Of course, main event up next. Fredo and Sibs. 2 superstars competing for the Universal Championship. Last chance for momentum in this match. Table right to the face, and he could set up and does. I said Drew goes for a table. I said it. You think Arsenal going to win the league? Of course. I also called Drew Payne go for the table. Axiom Vex with revenge from last week. Drew Payne beat him last week. But this week, oh! Reversal. Reversal. And instead, oh, wrong way. What a reversal. Brett, stop showing outside. Focus in the ring, man. There's a table in there. Normally there's one below the ring too. I didn't see it today. Oh, Baron and Drew now. Oh, Baron in the corner. If Drew can get him. Oh, the table goes down. What a drop kick. What a drop kick. And another one. Axiom Vex on the ropes. Please go focus on your rehab. Drew Payne to the outside. Nice frog splash. Drew Payne's doing it all by himself right now. Companion, no help at all. No help at all. Axiom Vex has come. Axiom Vex has come and reverses. Drew getting tabled, I don't know. He got close. He got close. Come. Ooh. I feel like Com's not done much this match, I'll be honest with you. Axiom really wants to win this match. Really wants the momentum. Another suplex. Ladies and gentlemen. But Com reverses too. Com reverses too. Oh, the table goes down, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, goodness gracious me. Remember, at Beach Bash, it's a TLC match where there will be tables, but the winner has to climb that ladder to win. Welcome back, CAW backstage. I'll talk about it after this show. No, face first. Great win, Hells. Even when they send Olivia over on your way. It's funny, we spoke about Olivia earlier today as well. We spoke about her earlier today at the top of the show. Kick to midsection. Drew Payne with the pop rocks. Get that table, South. The belly. Oh, look at them. Exact same time. Companion on the outside. And Drew on the camera. Oh, Axiom Vex bought it, though. Oh, sorry, Companion bought it. Payne Verizon in the ring, but I thought it was going to go for a double finisher there. I hate this, though. Kicking her ass. Felt great. That would have been a great moment. Oh, the table gets thrown. Vex, lovely drop kick. Table set up. Well, Companion has been letting the team down today, man. He has not been on form. I do love the blue and white attires, I must say. I don't know if you guys have heard, by the way, I keep hearing. After Supremacy, apparently RPW. Maybe a time to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I keep hearing through the grapevine. I mean, Beach Bash is going to be fantastic, don't get me wrong. The arena looks phenomenal. Apparently Supremacy and post-Supremacy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is who we are. Good time to be a fan of RPW. Oh my God. How close was that? Companion. Roundhouse kick, very nice. We focus in the ring. Oh, we can! Drew gets the win for the Believers. Through the table goes El Baron. And the Believers win going into Saturday. Do they believe? They do indeed, ladies and gentlemen. They do indeed believe. We can just stay here, actually, as we go to the main event of the show. That is big for the Believers. Again, you know, it's not the pay-per-view. It doesn't mean they're going to win at the pay-per-view. So it's a TLC match, but big momentum for them. Big momentum for them, ladies and gentlemen. As we move on to the main event, where Fredo, currently 100% on his record this year. Since returning at Case in the Chamber, he has not lost. The last time we see him with the briefcase, as he has cashed it in this Saturday at Beach Bash. He's prematurely cashed it in, ladies and gentlemen, to join the triple threat with Gore and Sibs. The People's Champ is back. Does Fredo have what it takes? Can he replicate what Sibs done last year against him by cashing it in early and walking out with the Universal Championship? He was the former Universal Champ before Sibs, which is crazy. You ready to talk about something later on? Of course you do. He was the former Universal Champion, which is just absolutely mental to think of. That's how long Sibs has held it for. What a main event this is going to be. I mean, surely the AGM picks one of these two superstars to be with Gore, right? That would be a hell of a duo. I know they're fighting for the Universal title, but one of these two with Gore, I mean, it would be. But could you imagine Sibs, though, on Team War Warzone fighting against 2 Vince's job? How will 2 Vince think about that? Fredo, Universal Champion, would be great, says Haley Calco. You want to see go back to Fredo again? It's been a year since anyone else, over a year since anyone else has held it. The last time someone else held that Universal Championship that wasn't Fredo or Sibs was Tyler West back in June 2025, ladies and gentlemen. Literally a year ago. Over a year ago now. We're in August. Over a year ago. Sibs actually won it August 30th. So it's going to be a day before a year on his reign. Before Tyler West was also Fredo. Before Fredo won, it was Jocko back in January 2025. It's the Universal title has not seen a lot of new champions. He's my fellow case holder I've got along with pretty well. I'd say I have to cheer for him. I'd love to have either man beside me at Supremacy to represent this great brand. Fredo, Sims, the stare down of the century. Mr. Case in the Chamber and Sims, the Universal Champ. Both of these two superstars will meet at Beach Bash this Saturday with Gore in a triple threat. Fredo has not lost since he returned, ladies and gentlemen. And he gets the first hit. Never give up. The People's Champ Fredo up against the Beast, the Dominator, the Golden Boy Sims. A preview of Beach Bash this week. The triple threat match for the RPW Universal Championship, which Sims has held for a year, ladies and gentlemen. The main event of World Warzone. This is not going to disappoint. What a start to this one. What a start indeed. How exciting, ladies and gentlemen. If AGM picks Sims for Supremacy, I wouldn't trust he wouldn't throw the match. Well, that's what I was asking as well, Fredo's run these days. Would you, like, obviously it's, you know, Team World Warzone effort, plus I think he's a great person to represent World Warzone. That's what I was going to ask you guys of World Warzone. Obviously, I have no skin in the game either way, but would you guys be a bit iffy with Sims being on Team World Warzone, considering he's going up against 2Vince and going up against his job now? Is there some concern there? I wonder if the AGM would listen to, you know, Team World Warzone and maybe not get him on the team. I don't know. With superstars outside, look how big Sims is, man. A year-long reign. Or coming up to a year-long reign, I should say. What a match that's going to be at Beach Bash, eh? What a match. I think, even without seeing it, I don't think I trust Sims in the match. I mean, the Authority have always said, like, they want to be the best. They, you know, they fight each other. They compete against each other. It's not like, you know, Dino can't go for the Universal just because Sims is champ. So, I mean, again, I'm just playing devil's advocate. I don't know for sure. But I think Sims is such a competitor. I don't think he would stand down and lose a match for anyone, especially like even to Vince. I just don't see it. I think he's such a competitor. I don't know. I just think he's such a competitor. He wouldn't want to lose or like be told to lose, even if it's for to Vince's job. I don't know if that's true or not. Oh, as he sends the message. I think it's different when it's your boss. I don't know. I could be wrong, but that, yeah, again, I do hear it already. Goes to the corner. Fredo stumbles to his feet. Oh, he reverses the Claymore, though. Pushes him away. What a reversal. Mega there by Fredo. I am interested to see who leads World Warzone and who joins Fury. Right now, Fury have no one in that Supremacy match. Of course, we are still a month away. Imagine Lamin v Sims at Supremacy. That's what I'm also, I mean, we could see it. That's the thing with Sims being a dominant superstar, even though we'd be against Vince's team, would the AGM still take that risk? Again, I would love to hear the thought process of Vince and of the AGM. A lot of I mean, people like Sam Ever said he's not going to be there. People like Hicks and Martin the Mouth have put their name forward for World Warzone. Would you go for people that want to represent the brand, or would you go for just the biggest and best names? I'm hearing we're going to be pitting a lot of champions against each other. So if Sims does retain and Lamin retains, we could see Universal Champ Sims versus World Heavyweight Champ Lamin at Supremacy, which would be mega itself. Imagine Lamin on Team Fury, Sims on Team World Warzone. How massive that would be. There's so many outcomes. Vince might find a way to get Sims on Fury team. Sam and mine should not represent us. There's so many outcomes. Oh my goodness. Fredo with the strip just through Sims sky high, ladies and gentlemen. Spins him for the FaceTime. Sims went flying. FaceTime in the corner of the Universal Champ 2 count. Oh my goodness. And Sims pops up into a Claymore. What have we just witnessed? Hooks the leg on Fredo. Pure carnage on World Warzone. And Sims gives Fredo his first loss of the season. Oh my goodness!
Here is your winner.
Well, will we see that happen at Beach Bash? If we do, Sibs will be the first ever superstar to hold the Universal Championship for over a year. His first loss since returning. Again, if you're the AGM, I think it's silly to look past this man for your team. He is so dominant. He is so destructive. He is the greatest RPW superstar of all time. If you want to win your first ever supremacy, I think you have to get Sibs in your team if you're the AGM, ladies and gentlemen. I think you have to get him in your team if you want to win, but it's not my decision. We'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. Final Fury show. Final Warzone show, sorry. Final Fury show upcoming before Beach Bash. My voice is going, ladies and gentlemen. This is who we are.
Our history. Our moment. Our